And let's do it. Let's do it. Hello, my name is Torn Atkinson. I am an artist. I'm a storyboard artist. I'm an illustrator for Dungeons & Dragons. I'm an illustrator for other games sometimes. Very rarely, but once in a while. And I like to draw Cthulhu. It's my favorite thing to draw. And bubble tea. Cthulhu and bubble tea. But today, I'm drawing one of my other favorite things. One of my characters from the World Wildlife Federation of Justice. What is the World Wildlife Federation of Justice, you might ask? That's a great question. It's a thing I made up. Here, let's take a look. It's like, if you're a fan of like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or Spider-Ham or Captain Carrot and his Amazing Zoo Crew, one of my favorites. Or like Darkwing Duck. Then it's the same kind of idea. It's a world populated by cartoon animals, and some of them are superheroes and supervillains. So we have a bunch of good guys. We have a bunch of bad guys. This is obviously patterned after the Challenge 1979, 1980? No, it's got to be 70s. Challenge of the Super Friends TV cartoon. And today I'm going to draw a character for a very specific reason. And before we get started, let me remind you that I have a website, Torn Atkinson, where you can look at my art. You can buy my art. Actually, just yesterday, I shipped out a bunch of art to the UK. Not a bunch, two pieces of art to the UK. So it's great that people are still buying art, and that one of those people could be you. So you can find art on my website, and then of course I'm on Patreon. If you can't afford to buy $100 worth of art, maybe you can afford to spend $1 a month to support an artist that you enjoy. Maybe that artist is me, maybe it's some other artist. And I'm on Blue Sky, and I'm on Tumblr, and I'm on Instagram, and I'm on Facebook. So come and find me at all those places. Let's get rid of that. And the other thing I wanted to show you, there's another thing I'm working on. I'm going to try to finish this guy today. It's a monkey with baseball bats. What is this from? This is from a thing. Is this it? No. Okay. Well, it doesn't matter. It's a thing I've been working on. You can see it on one of my previous live streams. Let's not worry about that right now. Do I want to save it? Sure. Let's save it. And then, so last year, I did a couple characters from the World Wildlife Federation of Justice. My workplace, Atomic Cartoons, has this cool thing that they started last year where they bought a bunch of little tiny canvases, like 4 inches by 4 inches, I think. And they said to all the artists in the studio, if you want to draw or paint something on these canvases, we will have an auction, and all the money will go to charity. So it was very well received. So they're doing it again this year. Last year, I did Rhinosferatu on a penny farthing, which was fun. Is this a better photo? No, it's about the same. And then I actually did a second one. Because they had some canvases left over. Where's the other one I did? There it is. This one is even more fun, I think. This is Mock Turtle, M-A-C-H, on what do you call that? On a mono wheel, I think it's called. I think it's called a mono wheel. So that's a good time. So this year, I thought I would continue that tradition and draw Velocelot on roller skates. So this is the current drawing I have for Velocelot, which isn't bad. It's okay. It's not my favorite. And so it has to fit into a square. So this is going to be my square. I guess I'll just use that square. No, I won't use that square. I will draw a new square. But I want to get a better, more fun, enjoyable. The Rube pen? Is that a nice one? Maybe something a little more texture might be nice. How about, one of my favorites is the Fountain Inker Blade. Yes, I love it. I really like it. That's from True Grit Texture Supply. Not a sponsor. I don't have sponsors. I've never had a sponsor. But, I mean, hey, I like their stuff, right? So this is roughly going to be our canvas. Whoops, I meant to delete a layer, and I... Okay, so this is our... This is our frame. Underpants. Which we can just make that a little more opaque. And, yeah. Da 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 da. Yeah. So, I actually did some sketches previously, but I can't find them. So that's kind of why I'm starting from scratch. But the sketches were, I think they were physical, so they're in one of my sketchbooks. I have like a million sketchbooks, so I'm not going to be able to find it anytime soon. So we'll just do another one. So let's say that this will be my roughs layer. Ba, 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 ba. I don't feel super excited about her costume. I mean, she's got the V on her front, which is great. But then how do we want to get some action. Let me do I want to look up roller skating pictures? Do I want references for this? Fast roller skating. Speed skating, I guess you would call that. But it has to be profile. That's the other thing. Ba ba ba. I'm finding all these ones. Yeah, this one's kind of like. Let me show you what I'm looking at. Ba ba ba. I mean, this one's kind of nice. For reference. I like when they have their hands behind their back. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that, but maybe I will. Ba 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 ba. I don't need to make it super realistic. Oh, that one's pretty cool too. Let me grab that. Okay, so I'm going to grab that just for my reference. Ba ba ba. We're going to do right to left, not left to right. We know that much. And what was the first one I saw? This one. Also not bad. Copy image. Drop that in there. Ba, 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 ba. Like, should I give her a helmet? Probably not. She's a villain, by the way. Velocelot is a villain. Yeah, I think this guy is our guy. Let's keep him handy. Him or her? Him? Him. Looks like a him. Ba, 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 ba. And then these guys. Let's just transform. There's another I was also thinking about doing Vamoose, which is one of my other characters, more recent character. All right, so let's put that over there, and let's put this one over here, and can merge those layers. That didn't do anything. Oh, that got rid of my. Pressed the wrong button. Okay, so here's Velocelot. And, yeah, let me see. If I'm looking at my previous, and if this is going to be number 3 in the series, the ground is quite low, the horizon line. This one, yeah, it's about the same. This is actually marker. This is not paint. This is marker and ink pen. I think I put a light coating of acrylic white as the base. But painting with paints is, I don't know. I just like markers. So let's say this is the ground. We're gonna have. Let me ignore these for a second. Like, I feel like maybe she should have one of those super fast. She's like big. She's got big feet. This was an arm here. Looks kind of like an alien head. Excuse me. No, hang on. Lost my reference. Okay, here we go. I have roller skated in my time. Let's feel like there's too much empty space at the top and bottom if I use this pose, so maybe I figure something else out. Just looking at other. Just deleted it. It's all gone. Maybe we put both hands up like that. Again, I'm not leaving enough room for giant feet. Make them even more giant. Like, what if... Meow. Get that helmet on there if I want to use it. Alright, so if that was a bit smaller... That's a bit better. Maybe like she's just not like above the ground. Maybe that helps with the composition. Like maybe that's her, and then the ground's still like here. And a tiny ramp. I'm not even worrying about her like actual design. I'm just trying to get like an interesting composition here. She does have the ears though, so that will help. Velocelot. Let's give her big hands too. Something like that. So now, so this is not the ground plane anymore. Now let me look at my, so this is option 1. Let's do an option 2. And let's follow more. Let's more follow. Let me choose a blues. Ba, 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 ba. So if we do this one, this will be, I don't know, orange. This layer. So let's take a look at that. What if we did that? Ba, ba, ba. Right? What if that was a thing? I don't know what's going on there. But I'm not sure how I like the. You want to get a good silhouette though. That might work. And then this other one here. Just basically, let me shrink that down. This might work. Do I like this one better? It's a little more interesting in some ways. For those cartoon lady hips. This is her back arm, right? We're doing this. So this is her back arm, and this is her front arm. Big hands. We like the big hands. And then I feel like, what if I made her even bigger? Like, is that ridiculous? It is kind of ridiculous, but at the same time, it's fun and cool. Like, it reminds me of Moon Girl, right? Moon Girl had roller skates. Am I making things up? Moon Girl cartoon. Images. Right? She did, right? None of these are showing her feet. Why are none of them showing her feet? There. Yes, she did. I was right. There's Moon Girl and her roller skates. Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. So roller skates are cool, man. Yeah. And of course, because she was a kid's cartoon, she would have to have the helmet and all the knee pads and everything, which we don't have to have, but also, you know, can be cool to draw. So let me look again at Ocelots. Ocelot. Here's an Ocelot. You know, it looks like a cat. So, I don't think I need to do any major redesigns. But let me give her some room for her. Like if I just want to do a straight profile. Should she have goggles? Maybe she has goggles. Nice big smile, like a Cheshire cat. And if she had a helmet and a cat eye, right? Move the, oops, snap, wrong. Move this. Come on. Move this down here. Hey, Abfaguri is here. Welcome. Oh, is that? I see your icon. Is that Paul? Is that who that is? I can just barely see your icon. Not drawing anything Cthulhu today. But welcome. Thanks for joining me. Drawing a cartoony character, which is, you know, I work in cartoons every single day almost, 5 days a week. But I'm still, it's not, I still have trouble. Every day I have like, this drawing looks terrible. So maybe. Today I'm drawing Velocelot, which is one of my characters from the World Wildlife Federation of Justice. For a charity, what do you call it? I feel like that's a good angle there. I do like the little ramp I put on my previous version. Although this one has a lot of appeal too. I don't know which one I like best. Let's say that this one is option 2, and I don't need it to be quite that high, but this would be the ground here. There's that little ramp. A little ramp. Right? And this is going to be This is just the preliminary sketch for what will be a physical painting, which I showed previously in my previous ones, but I'll show you again since you're here. This is Mock Turtle, and the other one I did was Rhinosferatu on a penny farthing. So this is Velocelot on roller skates. I was thinking I might do another. One of the other ideas I had last time, which I did not do, was Gorilla, who's a big, muscly character on a little tiny bike. And that's also a good idea. But we're gonna try Velocelot on roller skates. We'll see how it goes. This is my Speed Animals series, I guess. Okay, so we got that one. Let's do one more concept sketch. Let's do purple. Nice, maybe a reddish purple. And we'll do try that one. Very similar, except this, like maybe roller blades is better than roller skates, right? Like do a nice big foreground. This is her front leg. And so her back leg is basically whoosh, very similar in terms of, and then her forearm can be also, the arm in front, the arm closest to camera can be up behind, and this one can be, I don't really need to, you can just make it nice and bendy. Rubber hose arms, as we say in the business. Like a classic Daffy Duck. And then I don't what was I going to say? That's kind of fun. She's missing her ears, though. Ocelots don't have super big ears. Where's my ocelot picture I had? I mean, they're regular cat ears, I guess. Let me find a nice ocelot picture. Here's an ocelot. Maybe more to the side, like this one. You know, ocelots. You know, everyone knows ocelots. But that bike helmet with the hey, Bully is here. Gello yourself. Bike helmet, speed, pointy. I don't know what you call those kind of why are cycling helmets pointed at the end? No, I want images. Not finding a lot. There must be a certain name for that kind. Maybe I do want to go back to that. Aerodynamic helmet. Maybe that's what I should be looking for. Pardon me. Aerodynamic helmet. Oh, Aero helmets. Okay, that's what they're called. Aero cycling helmets. And now, is that the brand name or is that the... I guess it's not the brand name. Okay. So, Aero helmet. Let's see some. They're not super... Oh, yeah, here we go. Ridiculous helmets. Oh, my God. I want to see this. I want to see this article. Let's look at this article together. On Canadian Cycling Magazine. There it is. That's pretty... looks like something out of Tron. I mean... it does look ridiculous. See, there's more typical. Yeah, that's the kind. That's where we go. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. All right. Let's close that. Yeah, it's like one of these, like this guy right here, right? It's got like the, it's got the visor built in, but I want her ears to be sticking out. Hello, Bully. Welcome. Glad you could join us. Okay, so with those references, can I make an educated... Let me try something here. Let me... Let's see. Without the helmet, she might look like... She's got the cat eyes. She's got the nose. God, I have a whole folder for cat references. Let me grab it. Animal reference. Look at this folder I have, just of like cartoon cats. This one's that's a nice one. I'm not in the cats anymore. What happened to the cats? Oh, it's a cat riding a horse? No, it's a cow. I've gone from cat to cow. God damn it. Okay, let me see. There's Jerry from Tom and Jerry. Looking very stupid. Let me just type in cat for my... And then only the cats will come up. I only have 4? Oh my god. Alright, so let's look at these guys. Okay. Hang on. Cthulhu Inc. is here. Welcome. Is this going to be a comic book? This is going to be a painting, as I mentioned before your arrival. This is for a charity painting project. Where's my... I keep opening and then closing them. Let's just bring this in here. And I'll have that as a reference. And what's another cartoon cat besides Jerry? All my references are... I mean, this is a female cat, so... Velocelot is a female cat. Maybe this is good enough. Oh, Sylvester. Sylvester's like, what is the Looney Tunes? Sylvester cat. Here's Sylvester cat. Very classic Sylvester. There he is. What a handsome guy. All right, just to have those references for when I'm drawing the face. So let's get back to this is my purple layer. Violet. Yeah. Big ears or small ears? I think not big ears. And so without... This is my redesign, if you will. Small nose for an ocelot, right? And then lashes, I guess. I like the more... I like a big mouth, though. Something like that. I don't know. The big mouth really changes the shape of her head. Top cat. Oh, Heathcliff. SWAT cats. Build a cat. Thundar cats. Yes, indeed. Thundar cats would be an interesting crossover. Thundar the Barbarians and Thundercats. Fritz the cat. Wily cat. Wily cat? Wily cat? Wily cat? You're just making that up. There's no Wily cat. There's Wily Coyote. Oh, there is a Wily cat. This is Wily Coyote wearing a Tom costume. Okay, we're not going to get into that. We're not going to go down that rabbit hole. Stop trying to distract me. So this is I prefer the flat head rather than the rounded head. Maybe split the difference. And then the big. I do like the little, you know, what do you call that? The cheeks, like Sylvester cheeks. Sylvester's got those cheeks. The other cat's not so much. What if we made that a different shape? What if we what I should reference is like I'm always drawn towards more graphical pointy designs than so like that kind of a thing. Maybe even smaller nose. It's looking ever as I redesign this, it's looking more and more like my original design. So maybe I was. Velocelot. Right. So I guess that's her. This is her new redesign in progress. And then I like the way that on Tom that goes. Now on an ocelot, let's go back to our ocelot reference. Where are the dark spots and the light spots? There's no real, doesn't really exist. Let me find. Here's a picture of an ocelot. This seems to be a younger ocelot. Here. This is the one. There's our ocelot. I'm gonna copy that. And drop it in. This is our ocelot reference. We don't really need. I can't forget to draw our tail. That's probably something that's gonna happen if I'm not careful. Especially, let's look at this head. Lots of spots. Go back to our purple layer. Now, there's no real, like, we have these lines, speed lines. and the area around the eyes are quite dark, which kind of adds to that feminine quality. Almost like she's wearing a raccoon mask, except there is a swoop down the middle. All right, so I don't know how to do this. I guess just black tips there, even though that's not really accurate. How's my volume set, by the way? Wily Cat and Wily Kit. Yes, those are Thundercats. Yes, thank you. Wily Cat and Wily Kit. Okay. All right, Ocelot, go away for a second. Okay, so now, if that's, let me go to a different color. If we put a helmet on her, like, should really do this on a different layer. If that is her, this is all just exploration today. I'm not gonna finish a drawing. That's not gonna happen today. I have to walk the dog soon. Let me go back to those weird arrow helmets. There we go. There we go. Da da da. It's weird. This is here. That's one. Let me grab that. Copy. That's a pretty typical. Let's flip it. Ba-da. But of course we can accentuate that. Let me even draw this on the same layer as the reference. Call me crazy. Da-da. Right? And then the spiky, I don't know what you call them, cheeks, furry cheeks, would be behind the helmet. The ears would like come out of the middle of the helmet, like you do. And then the pointy bit. The strap would come down behind her cheeks. God, these helmets are weird. Something like that, I guess. Give her like a, I don't know, let's color this in black so we can delineate the two. And then, like, I don't know, some racing stripes. Oh, we should have a V on the side for Velocelot. I don't know. Does that seem reasonable? Let me add another. I don't know. Don't know. I don't know if that reads really as a helmet. It's interesting. It's an interesting phenomenon. Oh, here's a fun one. Someone just took... I should do this. Someone just took their helmet and made a cardboard piece, put a piece of cardboard on it to make it more aerodynamic. That's fun. Yeah, I'm not sure. Ow. Ow. I got bit by a poisonous snake there. This is kind of cool. This looks very Tron-y. And it also has... Yeah, let me try something different. Oops. Oops, oops. Oops. Go. Go there. Da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Here we go. This looks like a 3D model. But let me try. Oops. Okay. 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 So we're not doing that. Let's try something else. Let's make it red. Blood red. It's like, let's make it so I can actually see what I'm doing. So this, no, it's not dark enough. Bump, 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 bump. Let's take our purple. I don't really need my frame anymore. Okay. So this is gonna be, this is the new helmet. Something like that. I like this. It's kind of a cool design. I want it to look like a helmet. And then if this comes down underneath here. A little something like that. Do again the, I don't know, maybe this is the V. Maybe there's a V part here too. That just makes her look more angry. Da, da, da. Something like that? Something like that? Does that look like a helmet at all in any way? I think it looks more like a helmet than the other one. And then the ears would come out. I think that might work. That might work. Something like that. Okay, so that was helpful. I still think it should be longer, though. Got to come back more. Ba-ba. Maybe split the difference there, too. Yeah, I think that kind of looks like a... Kind of, sort of, a bit. Looks like a helmet of sorts. You wouldn't be able to see the straps come down behind her cheeks, but I think that might work. Let's make that a green and just keep that as a reference. Okay, so which one I think, getting back to, my God, that was a tangent. Getting back to my original, trying to figure out my pose. Let's just take this helm, this. Okay, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to merge these two layers. You're going to call me crazy. Where's my green? Oh, there it is. I'm going to merge these two layers. Now I'm going to take this, and I'm just going to bring it right up onto right there. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Look at that. Look at that. Look what's happening there. I think I do like this pose better than as Johnny Quest goes crazy. Let me figure out these. This is her neck. Bow, bow. Let's give her big cartoony hands. She's got a big neck, long neck for a cat. I think this is gonna work, maybe. And then, oh, the tail. The tail is gonna mess up the composition. All right, I need to look at my ocelots again. Ocelot. Ocelot tail. Yeah, they are quite thick. Oh, look, here's a nice drawing. Anatomical drawing. They're not super long, though. Okay, that's good to know. Let me drop this in here. Look at this happy. Hopefully anatomically correct. Non-AI. Velocelot. Almost like a diagram. Here's another one. LA Zoo. Here's another one. Copy. Paste. Yeah, that's a nice looking ocelot. Pretty thick, yeah, pretty thick. Pretty thick tail, not too long. Okay, so that's helpful. Let me shrink this down. Put it over here. And how long have I been streaming for? 52 minutes. Okay, so I should really wrap it up. Let's give her shorts. And then I'll need to... I guess she needs another leg. Two, three. Because why not? And again, should I put her slightly above the ground? I feel like that leg might be a bit long. What happens if I move it down like that? I think that's okay. And yeah, figure out the. I think 3 is a good number. I know that they more properly have 4. But it's a cartoon. It's a cartoon world. I'm gonna have to. I need to look at Moon Girl again to see how they do her. Moon Girl roller skates. Oh, here's the version from the show I work on. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the Spider-Man and his amazing friends. Yes. So Moon Girl has her own TV show, which is very stylistic and 2D. But she had a special guest episode on Spidey and his amazing friends, which is the show that I storyboard for at present. And so this is the 3D version, the computer animated version of Moon Girl with all of her gear. And she just has traditional roller skates. She doesn't have roller blades. Here's a nice one. This looks like fan art, which is pretty great. Let's close this. This is the platform that must not be named. This is a very nice drawing from Amy Reeder. Seems like she didn't sign it, but yeah, that's quite nice. So yeah, should I give her long boots? Should I give her evil boots of some kind? I mean, even though, like, if you're a supervillain, you don't care about safety, so you might not have safety pads on. But they are also fun to draw. So, there's that. Safety first, everybody. And then, like, I don't know, some kind of, like, get that V on there for Velocelot. Something like that. I don't think I need to give this one cleavage to accentuate her. The fact that she's a she. But yeah, this tail was big and fluffy at the end. Should there be, I guess there's no, I guess we can just do the traditional Velocelot tail pattern there. Maybe like some speed lines. So this will have to be, oh, I forgot to show everybody. Well, the new people, and more recently, let me go back to WWFJ. So what I'm going to be doing with this is I'm going to be transferring this. So here's a perfect example. This was a design from last year's, it's called Le Petit Gallery. This was a sketch that I did not end up using. This is Chinchilla on a penny farthing. I ended up doing Rhinosferatu on a penny farthing, which I will show you here. So this is a photo of the physical canvas with the ink and marker drawing of Rhinosferatu. I totally used the wrong color of red / pink / magenta. So this is that's the final version, and then I did one of Mach Turtle, MACH Turtle, on the mono wheel as well. This one I think turned out better in terms of execution with the colors and everything. This was the second one I did, and so Velocelot will be the fourth one. So I think I'm happy with this. This was the second one I tried. This wasn't the first one I tried. This one also has its appeal. But I think this one is the one to go with. And do I need to do anything else? I guess her arms will be not covered. So she can have, I guess it's more spotty on her arms and less stripy. Right? And then facial features. Let me just make this more readable, legible. This is her. Yeah. Yeah. I guess I don't really need to put whiskers on her. It's kind of distracting. I could do, let me get a black here if I really wanted to. I could put some kind of a, it's wearing, you know, she's wearing this protective goggles. Getting back to the, no, I don't want green, I want the purple. Give me the purple. I guess these would just be the stripes. Something like that. Maybe I do like Does that help? Does that make it look weirder? I don't know. But the spots are, I guess, are okay. They're kind of like, there's sometimes it's spots, sometimes it's lines. I think she could have like striped socks. Are they striped socks or are they her? And then I don't know about the rest of her. The rest of her is orange, I guess. Okay, so let's get rid of all the references. All the references. Bye-bye. 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 And then, where's my frame? Bring my frame back. Okay, so here's the issue. Fitting all of this into what has to be a square. Maybe this will help if I angle it up a bit. But it doesn't have the same speed, though. Like, maybe I need to do the other way. She's going downhill. No, that makes it worse. That makes... Maybe it's just not gonna be... Maybe it's just not gonna be... it's just not gonna fit properly. And maybe people will just have to learn to live with that. Yeah, I think it's fine this way. So if we do it this way, and then we have the ground plane here. I love the idea of having this ramp in here, even though it's like makes no sense. But whoosh, speed lines. Whoosh. So this is the rough concept for Velocelot 2026. When did I make the original? Let's see. Let's see if my computer has that. Properties. 2019. No, that can't that can't be true. I'm sure it's at least 10 years ago I did that original drawing. The original drawing of Velocelot. Maybe not 10 years ago, but it was a while. It was a good long while. Because I was really doing a lot of this stuff. Yeah, speed lines, yes. I was doing a lot of these designs just before I got into the animation industry. So that would have been about 15 years ago. Is Velocelot from that time as well? Don't know. But, yeah, I feel like it could all be... The entire background could just be anime, manga, speed lines. But this is just the template. Let me quickly fix up whatever's going on here. Purple, right? Yes, purple. All right. So these are obviously not the right colors. If we're sticking to my original design, it's going to be orange and yellow. But we don't need to worry about that now. So thanks for coming, everybody. I got to go take the dog out. 26. But yeah, this will be the... what is going on with my... There we go. This is the... I don't know what rollerblades look like. Preliminary design for Velocelot painting. Not really a painting, but marker drawing. So, with that, I will thank you. I do thank you. I am thank you. Come to my Discord. If you're not already there, I know some of you are. I will. I know that I need to make a link that doesn't expire and put it in the description of the video. But it is there. It's broken right now. I'll fix it when I publish the video. And have a great Sunday, everybody. I will see you next time on the internet.